What's up, pop culture fanatics, and welcome back to Buzz Pop. Get ready, because we're kicking things off with a bang. Netflix is shaking up the game, confirming a U.S. theatrical release for Rian Johnson's highly anticipated Wake Up Dead Man, a Knives Out mystery. That's right, before Daniel Craig's Benoit Blanc even graces your screens on Netflix, you can catch this star-studded whodunit in select cinemas. The film is set to premiere in theaters on November 26th, giving you a chance to experience the mystery on the big screen before it drops on the streaming giant December 12th. And the cast, it's absolutely stacked. We're talking Josh O'Connor, Glenn Close, Josh Brolin, Mila Kunis, Jeremy Renner, Kerry Washington, Andrew Scott, Cailee Spaeny, Daryl McCormack, and Thomas Haden Church all joining Daniel Craig. This is shaping up to be the darkest chapter, yet in the beloved Knives Out saga, with a premise that hints at a murder within a religious community that defies logic. This film promises to be an unmissable event, blending a gripping plot with a cast that reads like a who's who of Hollywood. So, are you ready to unravel the secrets? Make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our full breakdown of Wake Up Dead Man, a Knives Out mystery. Netflix is bringing Wake Up Dead Man, a Knives Out mystery, to the big screen before its streaming debut. Fans of Rian Johnson's acclaimed whodunit series are in for a treat, as Netflix has officially confirmed a limited 2-week theatrical run in select U.S. cinemas starting November 26th, ahead of its global Netflix premiere on December 12th. This move marks a significant commitment to theatrical exhibition for the streaming giant, allowing audiences to experience Daniel Craig's return as the enigmatic Benoit Blanc in a traditional cinema setting. The film, which world premieres at TIFF and opens the BFI London Film Festival, boasts an absolutely stellar ensemble cast. Joining Craig are Josh O'Connor, Glenn Close, Josh Brolin, Mila Kunis, Jeremy Renner, Kerry Washington, Andrew Scott, Cailee Spaeny, Daryl McCormack, and Thomas Haden Church. The plot is described as the franchise's darkest chapter, set within a religious community and involving a murder that defies logic, promising a complex and thrilling mystery. This theatrical push is generating considerable excitement among fans who have expressed a desire for more big-screen experiences, especially following the shorter theatrical window for Glass Onion. Analysts are watching closely to see how this strategy impacts viewership and engagement for Netflix's original films, potentially setting a new precedent for streaming releases. But don't go anywhere yet, because the twists and turns are just beginning. Next up, we're diving even deeper into the incredible cast that makes Wake Up Dead Man, a Knives Out mystery, an absolute must-see event. Daniel Craig is back as Benoit Blanc, and the star-studded cast of Wake Up Dead Man, a Knives Out mystery, is revealed. Following the massive success of Knives Out and Glass Onion, Netflix is set to release the third installment, Wake Up Dead Man, a Knives Out mystery, with Daniel Craig reprising his beloved role as Detective Benoit Blanc. The film is slated for a limited theatrical release on November 26th before hitting Netflix on December 12th. This installment promises to be the franchise's darkest chapter, with Rian Johnson returning to direct. The new ensemble cast includes a powerhouse lineup: Josh O'Connor as Rev Judd Duplantis, Glenn Close as Martha Delacroix, Josh Brolin as MSGR. Jefferson Wicks, Mila Kunis as Geraldine Scott, Jeremy Renner as Dr. Nat Sharp, Kerry Washington as Vera Draven, Andrew Scott as Lee Ross, Cailee Spaeny as Simone Vivian, Daryl McCormack as Cy Draven, and Thomas Haden Church as Samson Holt. The plot centers around a murder within a religious community that challenges logic, with Benoit Blanc joining forces with local police chief Geraldine Scott to solve the case. Fans are buzzing about the extensive cast, with social media alight with speculation about character dynamics and potential plotlines. The return of Benoit Blanc, coupled with such a formidable cast, has cemented Wake Up Dead Man as one of the most anticipated releases of the year, with many eager to see how this chapter unfolds. This cast alone is enough to get your popcorn ready. But before we dive into the full details, let's talk about the unique release strategy for Wake Up Dead Man, a Knives Out mystery. Get ready for Thanksgiving. Wake Up Dead Man is hitting U.S. theaters before its Netflix debut. Rian Johnson's highly anticipated third film in the Knives Out series, Wake Up Dead Man, has an official release date, much to the excitement of fans. The film is set to land in U.S. cinemas for a special Thanksgiving release on November 27th, with a global premiere on Netflix following on December 12th. This dual release strategy, offering both a theatrical and streaming option, aims to maximize audience reach for the latest Benoit Blanc mystery. Daniel Craig returns as the sharp-witted detective, leading an all-star cast that includes Josh O'Connor, Glenn Close, Josh Brolin, Mila Kunis, Jeremy Renner, Kerry Washington, Andrew Scott, Cailee Spaeny, Daryl McCormack, and Thomas Haden Church. The film promises to be the franchise's darkest chapter, reportedly delving into a murder within a religious community that presents a seemingly impossible puzzle. Director Rian Johnson has expressed his desire for an extensive cinematic release, echoing Daniel Craig's sentiment about wanting fans to experience the film on the big screen. The announcement has sparked considerable discussion online, with fans debating the potential plot twists and the ensemble's chemistry. The extended theatrical run, compared to Glass Onion, is seen as a positive step by many, highlighting a renewed emphasis on the theatrical experience for major streaming releases. But the excitement doesn't stop there, as we're about to unpack the full star power of this incredible cast. Coming up next, we've got the official release date confirmation and what you can expect from Benoit Blanc's latest perplexing case. Daniel Craig's Benoit Blanc is back in Wake Up Dead Man, a Knives Out mystery, with a confirmed release date and a star-studded cast. Netflix has officially announced the release of Wake Up Dead Man, a Knives Out mystery, the third installment in Rian Johnson's popular whodunit franchise. The film is scheduled for a limited 2-week theatrical run in select cinemas starting November 26, 2025, followed by its global premiere on Netflix on December 12, 2025. This staggered release aims to capture both the theatrical audience and the vast streaming subscriber base. Reprising his role as the brilliant Detective Benoit Blanc, Daniel Craig leads an ensemble cast that includes Josh O'Connor, Glenn Close, Josh Brolin, Mila Kunis, Jeremy Renner, Kerry Washington, Andrew Scott, Cailee Spaeny, Daryl McCormack, and Thomas Haden Church. Rian Johnson, who directed the previous films, returns to helm this installment, which he describes as the franchise's darkest chapter. The story is set in a religious community and involves a murder that defies logic, promising a complex and intriguing mystery. Fans have reacted with immense enthusiasm to the release date announcement and the confirmation of the cast. The blend of a compelling mystery, a returning fan-favorite detective, and a host of A-list talent has made Wake Up Dead Man one of the most highly anticipated films of the year. The extended theatrical window is also a point of discussion, with many hoping it signals a growing trend of streaming services embracing the big screen. This film is shaping up to be an absolute cinematic event. And now, let's get into the nitty-gritty of who's who in the Wake Up Dead Man, a Knives Out mystery cast. And that's a wrap on today's Buzz Pop. We've seen Netflix bring Wake Up Dead Man, a Knives Out mystery, to theaters before streaming. Daniel Craig is back as Benoit Blanc for the franchise's darkest chapter yet, and the star-studded cast is ready to keep you guessing. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Buzz Pop for all your entertainment news, ring that notification bell so you never miss an update, and let us know in the comments who you're most excited to see in this new mystery. Follow us on all social platforms for even more exclusive content.